What's coming in now that this full moon just happened for you and is happening as I'm recording this? Well, whenever you're seeing this, this will still be accurate information for you. Think or say out loud, I allow this reading. Dear Spirit, benevolent beings of light, what's the truth coming through? I will tell you, this is the second time this exact message came out. I have used this deck multiple times. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. I used it in a private reading in between. These cards still came out. So somebody is not getting this message or doesn't think it's about them. And it freaking is, because I just did this exact reading. Literally, legit. I almost want to tell you just go back to it, but I know you won't. So you have ultimate happiness and success coming in. Justice is coming in. The Tower in reverse with Justice is saying that justice is going to come in ways that you are not expecting. One of the things that this reading also is keying to was today, as I'm recording this, is a full moon. It also is the day that the Supreme Court was supposed to make a decision, and I say supposed to, make a decision whether TikTok was going to exist or not, and they literally don't have it on the docket at all for today. Now, all of us on Friday, we're doing spell work and prayer work and whatever to, protect TikTok. Nobody had it on a bingo card that they wouldn't show up or even have it on the freaking schedule. So talk about unusual justice coming in that is truly going to be beneficial and rewarding for us all. Now, if this has to do with that, they thought we were stupid and we weren't intuitive and we wouldn't figure it out. And yet, woohoo, we mastered levels of working together, being leaders, having it all work out. 144. If you take this other than that, I'm just telling you that part because I did that reading, then found out about the update about it not being on the docket. So it's even more like, wow, that this came out again afterwards, like clarification and proof. Like, see, we said, don't worry about it. But this is also in your personal life, the things that went wrong, the people who thought you were stupid or not able to know or couldn't see or not intelligent or intuitive, they dumb. Anyway, 212 213 on the timer. There is very interesting, unusual, wonderful, excellent results coming from this because they messed up, these people who tried you, lied about you, whatever. 2024 was a hell of a year, and you know it. We both know it. They're getting unusual justice. Part of the unusual justice that's coming through is the fact that they have to watch you be at these ultimate levels for you. Now, 243, 244. One of the things that the 10 of Pentacles is about that most people don't think about is Pentacles isn't just money. It is everything in the human realm. If you think about it, the earthly realm. So the dog has to be about loyalty and companionship. It also has the couple in the background talking about true love that's blossoming at the ultimate levels. You see the house in the background. It's talking about your foundation being secure, your home life being secure at the utmost levels. See the older man with the baby. It's saying that your inner child is healed and good at this level, and you've had wisdom from it all. So you have now leveled up into the wise one. Remember, we all went through a hermit mode, the dark night of the soul, putting you in a solo dolo, like, what the hell? I'm going to cocoon for a while. That's what that kind of does, is forces a wisdom of all of it. So the 10 of Pentacles coming out with the King of Wands is saying, no matter your gender, you have to remember these aren't about genders ever. Most of the time. It's really more about every card having certain labels and categories, no matter the gender. But it can also mean you're either in that energy or those are your pronouns. So I know sometimes it's like, that's not me. How could that be me? It's a king card. But remember, there's no higher level with these than the king. So if you're going to be, no matter your gender or pronouns, if you're leveling up to the highest levels, this would be the indicator of you being the leader of your own life at the best levels. Kind of like the 10 of Pentacles in its own way. They're both the highest levels, right? Now, King of Pentacles would be talking about person. 10 of Pentacles means the ultimate level, and also getting to the completion of a chapter from childhood or being young and naive, if you think about it. 444 as I'm saying this, and finally getting to the stage of wisdom. We're not saying anything about age or number of that, but literally the inner experience of going through that journey and bringing such a completion and balance to both masculine and feminine energies, as well as being able to be so healed that your inner child and the wiser self, the higher self, is able to finally get into the correct union. All of this is what you've been dreaming for, wishing for. Now, this can also mean that if you're a feminine or you're just attracted to a masculine, no matter your pronouns, however you identify, that you have a King of Wands coming through, which compassionate but very attractive, a big glow up, very charismatic, kind, passionate, could be a fire sign, but I wouldn't stress that, because otherwise then all you're doing is like, missile seeking for the fire sign that looks like. It's got to be more about the personality traits, which I know you know, but keep it in mind. But that's why I usually don't talk about zodiac signs in any of my readings for the most part. I also want you to keep an eye, because there's a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, I didn't know, I thought you were, and we're just ignoring that. We're moving on. The justice of all of it is you get to see that they have to watch you soar and succeed while they're falling apart, because the age of Aquarius is here with Pluto changing signs. Also, the North Node and South Node change signs from Aries and Libra into Virgo and Pisces. Don't ask me what that means for you. You need to know your whole natal chart, and I don't even do any of that stuff anyway. But because it really doesn't matter in this moment, it matters that you are experiencing a brand new reality in all the different ways, and that justice coming through. 11:55 on the time, on the clock as I say this. So 11 is a master number. 55 is all about major changes. So that's beautiful for you too. Please understand, this is a brand new life. A new life. You have been wishing, praying, and maybe even singing that song, and I'm almost there. And you're here now. So I also want you to be careful with affirmations or statements you're using where you're saying soon, one day, maybe, someday. Look on a calendar and show where that is for me, right? The spirit can't, universe can't deliver something when you're putting something on a timetable there is no timetable of, right? You can't scroll through and go, oh yeah, someday is on a Tuesday this year. Now. So spirit will always be like, hold the brakes, don't know. But when you're saying now, you have to understand also, there is no past or future, there's always now, right? It sounds annoying, but at the same point, when you're saying things in a present tense statement that you already have it is already yours, it literally brings it to you. It's like, they said now, we're good. All right. So also 55 on my battery. So you had 4 5s. If you think about 5, 5, 5, 5, major changes in the best way coming in. Now, remember to follow me on YouTube, Fanbase, and Red Note, just because I really want to metaphorically give the bird to Zuckerberg. For no other reason, because TikTok is staying around permanently. They're not going to risk the First Amendment right of free speech, and they already saw what we're willing to do, which is literally going to Red Note, going, here, a literal Chinese social media app, take all of my information. What are they going to do now? And that is also why I believe that they took it off the docket for today as I'm recording this, because they started seeing what the American public was perfectly fine doing. By the way, I think it's a silver lining, wonderful moment for all of us to realize that we shouldn't have been contained only on this one app. Like a plague, like a virus, we're going to spread the truth now to every social media platform. I think that's what we should all do. As many places that's not Zuckerberg. And that way, they can remember that they had us contained in one app and we were content. You poked this bear and now we're everywhere. And no, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We're making sure that we are not going to be left out in the cold, since they couldn't give a, and we're going to have a celebration life, because we're all taking control. And that is epic. And that is everything about the age of Aquarius. So I'm proud of all of you for existing on this app, for looking at me. Here's looking at you, kid. It's all getting better and better. And your reality is blossoming, especially to have the 4 of Wands, which also could mean pure union, because we were talking about somebody coming in possibly. Remember, you also have leveled up, so you're going to be an equal match for this person when they do come in. And don't let anybody make you think you're not brilliant, because you made it to 2025 awake, alive.